Hey everyone, I hope that you are doing well. Today we are continuing with episode number 14, and we are in our homemaking series, and we're talking about the little things today. What are some of those little things or seemingly little things that our family can really gain growth in, that they can be enriched from? What are those little things that really just add the icing to the cake in their memory bank? Those things that really, really mean so much that no amount of money can buy. Join me today.
Hey, this is Dr. Monique Adu, a pediatrician turned homeschool mom and keeper of my home. Welcome to my podcast, Sustainable Living for the Family, Health, and Home. In this podcast, we are going to be talking about all things sustainability and always striving to live our best in terms of the life-giving practices that we can do to build longevity and to fulfill our purpose in life. We are going to be talking about things concerning our family, home, gardening, homeschooling, health, nutrition, and so much more. I'm so glad you're here.
As I talk about this topic today, I'm reminded of someone that was so dear in my life, and that was my mother. She worked very hard to take care of my sister and I, and she oftentimes went without. She struggled quite a bit to provide enough income to take care of us, and she just gave her all. There were many times that she would be working, and as we grew older, she would make sure that she called us and that we were safe, that we had eaten, that we had done what we had to do for the day. Of course, we were paying attention to our schoolwork and all these things. She was so loving. She was a friend of many people, and even though she didn't have much, she was a help to so many. She would take of the little that she had if one of her friends needed some extra food or just some extra help, and she did not expect anything in return. She really lended of herself, and she had a kindness in her heart that I just didn't find in many other people. I miss her dearly, and I am just blessed that she was my mother. And I can only hope that I can exemplify some of her characteristics as I take care of my family and my children, that they may remember those things, those little things, as they grow older and have their own families. The little things are so important. Now, what do I mean when I'm talking about little things? Little things can be paying attention to detail with regards to something that your child likes. If you're out shopping and you happen to see something that your child would enjoy, surprising them with that, bringing it home and not letting them know at all. Those are some of the little things, surprises. Detail in the way that you are cooking, the meals that you are bringing forth to them, making sure that you are giving them as much nutrition as you can, that their meals are nutrition packed and fulfilling in terms of physical fulfillment for food and nourishing to their minds so that they can be equipped to learn and grow and just have healthy and fruitful lives. Attention to detail. These are some of the little things. Making sure that you are listening. Now, this goes even beyond taking care of our homes. If some of you are out in the workplace, you take care of people, you're tending to others' needs, are you really listening to what one's needs are or what one's concerns are? Or do you find yourself kind of rushing through things because you feel like you have 100 more tasks on your hand? Many times as mothers, we can feel that way, especially if we have more than one child. When one of those children come to us and they are hoping that we can lend our ear, are we truly listening and spending time to find out what they need? This is so very important, especially as they grow older, because they are going to need to know that you are dependable and that you at least, even if you may not agree, or even if you may not grant what their wants are, at least you are listening and paying attention. Make sure you are there, you are making eye contact, and you are in conversation with them, even too, beyond listening. Finding out if they can clarify, if you need clarification, and just talk with you so that you can really help to encourage that atmosphere of feeling welcome. These are the little things, the things that people will remember. I remember a quote actually, I'm not sure who mentioned it, but they stated that people may not remember what you say to them, but they will remember how you made them feel. So, how are you making your children feel? How do you make your husband feel? How are we making our spouses feel? Do we help them to feel comfortable? This is something that I have to ask myself, that we all have to do some inventory for ourselves so that we can really help those around us, whether in our family, in our workplace, our colleagues, that we can help to build them in their walk in this life instead of tearing them down or pushing them backwards in their steps of progress. What are we doing? What details are we paying attention to? How are we seeking to make sure that we are strengthening and building up those around us in the little things? I remember going back to my mom. She would be so tired coming from work, but she would always remember myself and sister. She would pick up some delicious bagels or some delicious muffins because she knew that we were probably in expectation of something nice, a little treat. It doesn't always have to be, of course, but just thinking about your children, your family, as you go about your day will serve them in multitudes of ways as they're older. Now, as I am older and she's no longer with me, I remember those little things. I remember waking up in the morning and finding a little note just for me with my name on it from my mom. Sometimes she'd have to leave early and she'd be gone when I woke up, but I would find that note and it would just be something small, a little note of encouragement. And I have actually saved some of those notes and I can now look back at them, including cards, over birthdays, over things of congratulations, just little things, accomplishments, notes that showed that she really cared and that she was always looking out for me. There was even one in particular where she left me a voice message in a card, and I just treasured that card. So think about what little things you can do today to strengthen your loved ones, strengthen those that are around you, whether at home or if you have a workplace, those in your workplace, working to help others to be built up and to grow so that they may accomplish their best self while here on this earth. Remember those little things and take a moment today to just cherish those around you and your loved ones. Until next time, do all you can to be more and more sustainable and be blessed. I'll see you soon.
Thank you so much for listening and joining me in on this podcast. Please leave a review below so that others can hear about a podcast that you have found value in and enjoy. You can follow me on my website at www.drmoniqueadu.com, as well as my YouTube channel, Sustainable Living for Family, Health, and Home.